Hello everybody, this is the Goofs and Fox coming at you with a match here in the Delta Gundam. And yeah, I finally got a chance to try the suit out since it's been nerfed, although I think this is my second, if not third time using this suit. So, yeah, I do not have really a lot of experience with Delta here, because the first time I used it, it didn't really feel like the suit for me at the time, so I tried it again, mainly to again test out the nerfs that this suit had gotten back then. And these are like old nerfs back from when the Unicorn got nerfed. And I must admit, I actually had a much better experience this match here. This is going to be the level 1 version at 600, and a little too early on my downswing there to knock this Dovin Wolf down, but they just used their tackle, so I'm going to try to move in for that. But just as a brief reminder of the nerfs that this suit faced, way back when in December, the unit HP was adjusted to from 14,000 to 12,000, and the level 2 range attack was adjusted from 44 to 41, and the rapid beam rifle that the suit has, the stagger accumulation value, was adjusted. So I think that means they might have decreased it. And it's the same thing there for when it's in its transformed state, so not too really big like nerfs there, just few things to adjust it, but yeah, the health thing was probably a bit concerning for me when I first saw it, because the suit has a skill called the beam coating, which I think this is the only suit that still has it, so gonna be interesting to see if another suit ever gets it, but as far as I know, this is the only one that might end up using it. But the point of the skill is that once the suit reaches 50% of its HP threshold, your beam defense goes down to 0, and beams also stun you a lot more easily. So yeah, that is something to watch out for, and there is a Delta Gundam on the enemy team as well, and I think there's a few points you'll see that even my weapons do pretty decent damage against them. Let's see. Oh, you might actually see it right here. Yeah, like over 3,000, almost like 4,000 there with just the standard beam rifle alone. And yeah, the suit does have decent range damage, but that is just a whole lot of damage right there from support to support on top of that. Let's see, apart from the skills there, you have a pretty good kit of weapons here. Got an instant stun beam rifle, you got a beam saber, and despite being a support, you can swing twice with it, and that's a raid, what is it, the Gera Zulu. So yeah, that just took a large chunk of my HP there, but I'm going to try to keep fighting anyway. You got a beam saber with 2 swings. You got a rapid fire secondary option for the beam rifle. You got some head Vulcans, and you have a beam shield. You have like some I think it's a chargeable weapon too. You got charging like double barrel on top of that, so that gives it kind of a bit more area to work with. And when transformed, you have both the beam rifle options again and the shield, but it's a different one. Instead of being a charging one, it's a rapid fire beam gun on the shield. So yeah, it does have some nice options here. Again, the biggest drawback really being that it has that skill, the beam coating, that when you get to that 50% and you are just very, very vulnerable. So yeah, you gotta watch out for that. There's that raid not Doga, there's no, I mean, there really is a raid Doga yet. Well, I guess there is the Yag, but the raid Zulu, that one, yeah, it's not there anymore though, so we don't have to worry for now. I think that's the only team raid on top of that, so kinda gives me a bit more space to work with. They also have 2 supports on the enemy team, so I might be able to make some use out of that there. Looks like I'm gonna go maybe melee. Yep, get a melee swing in there, do some decent damage. The suit actually just overall does really decent damage, even despite the nerf to it from what I can remember. Yeah, as somebody who's gotten shot by this thing a lot of times, I've seen the damage it can do to, especially generals, so I'm good to see that it can still kind of hold its own. Vertex got the counter there. It's going to allow me to get one shot in. Enemy Delta slipped past us. And gonna finish him off with that beam shot. Again, under the 50% threshold, so beam weapons do just way more damage against the Delta Gundam here. Just gonna try to stay in the back down here, because I don't want to get in there, because I'm afraid I might get downswung. Also, I don't really use transformation that much this match. That is something I like to point out. This, what you're seeing now, and maybe one other time, is the only times I really make any use of it. Not that the transformation on this suit is bad or anything, I just really did not find many points in the match to use it, since I've been kind of just, again, staying in the back and trying to keep the high ground as well, like staying on this hill here, and just kind of getting my shots in. I don't want to go in too much, because, yeah, lack of... Actually, this might... You actually might see me transform a few times here, and there's that rapid fire. Yeah, I didn't even know it was a rapid fire one, so that's why you saw me pause there. Yeah, I play very cautiously this match, because again, lack of experience playing this suit, so I try to just make sure I don't take any unnecessary risk. Gonna boost back here. You can actually also dodge while transformed, so that's another good pro that this suit has. I don't know if all the supports can transform. That transform can do the dodge roll. I don't think they do. I think it's only certain ones, if I'm remembering. Gonna transform and come over this way. See who needs help. Looks like it's the Vertex. Although Vertex is pretty low on health though. So I'm gonna try to hold my own here. Looks like it's the Dovin. It's gonna be a bit of a problem since Dovin is hard to stun. Or can be hard to stun, especially by myself here, but luckily I do have, actually I don't even have my beam coating, so I need to be careful then, because Dovin Wolf has a whole lot of beam weapons that can melt me. As you can see, like those, incoms it just used. Someone else is down here, looks like it's, yep, the Raid Zulu. Luckily I was able to finish off the Dovin Wolf before they got me, so I was able to kind of balance out the points there. We also have a bomb in the enemy base, so that's gonna give us... Actually, nope, got disabled, so not gonna be any extra points there. Nearing the last seconds of the match here, and we do have a decent 4,000 point lead, so we should be able to have this one in the bag if we don't take too many deaths here. Again, 600 though, if they do find a way to wipe us out, that would put them above us, or at least really close to us. Let's see what we can find here. Enemy team is spawned in. Just kind of staying in the back, taking a few pot shots where I can. Let's see. Looks like someone's low. Nope, gonna do one more tackle just to not take any damage, and yeah, just in a large crowd here, but time out, mission over, and let's see how we did with the Delta Gundam. Looks like top individual and top in damage, so pretty good. They're gonna praise the Kai and the Vertex. First place overall with 9 kills and 2 deaths. Yeah, not too bad for this suit here. And yeah, I really want to try this out more now that I've had this match with it, because it does feel a bit easier to use now. I think just kind of getting used to it and trying it again, especially on a different map than the one I did the first time I experienced it. So yeah, I might try to get the Delta Gundam out a bit more now and test it out a bit and see if maybe I can make some use out of it in the future. But with that, that's going to be the end of this video here. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and comment down below what you think about the Delta Gundam. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later. So we're getting both the S Gundam and a new colony drop area map that's going to be coming this Thursday for me at least. So yeah, going to be interesting to see how those turn out, especially the map. I'm admittedly a bit more interested in the map than the suit. S Gundam looks good, but yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure yet. But the map though looks like it might actually have some interesting potential. So yeah, gonna have to wait for that update to come out and see what it has to offer.